Hey guys, my name is Jordan and welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today is going to be another girl talk video. So if you're interested to see what topic we're going to be talking about today, go ahead and stick around and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let's just go ahead and get right into the video. You guys, I can't believe it's a new year. Like, where is time going? Like, we're literally in 2026. But today's video topic, I feel like it's perfect for the new year, specifically this year, because I feel like something in the air for 2026 is like, everyone is really like, okay, like life is really getting serious. Like, you know, so it's like now it's time to like really get things in order. I feel like 2026 for me, I feel like this is a very big year for me, only because I have a lot of things planned personally, especially like all the years before. Like, I feel like I always said like 2025 was like my first year in life for real, because like my early 20s, I spent them in college. Like, I graduated school in 2024. I started working in 2025. So like 2025 was really the first year in my like big girl career, and just trying to navigate like that side of myself, meaning that like I've never really had like a real job, a real career before. So kind of figuring out how to show up professionally, and also like what this career and everything else means to me. It was definitely an adjustment, but like I feel like 2026 for me is not more so about rushing and falling into like the hustle culture, but it's really for me to be more intentional and also more aligned with the things that I want and the things that I desire. I feel like right now, as of like my like whole MO and everything that I'm trying to maintain for the rest of the year, is just being more intentional. And I feel like it's great to start this video off talking about spirituality, because I really do feel like life is so much more spiritual than it is reality. And spiritually for me, 2025, and I think it's a great key for anybody that's looking to like kind of glow up their life, is to just kind of be a bit more anchored in who you are and your foundation spiritually. Like, I'm a person that's like really big on like self-improvement and being better than I was like the months before, the day before, the year before. And I feel like for me, my biggest thing is to just not get distracted. And I realized that like when you're spiritually grounded, it causes me to like kill that part of me that like kind of seeks that validation a little bit. And it makes me also realize that like my self-improvement isn't for me to like chase, or it isn't for me to like run after. It's really about me becoming more aligned with like the person that I want to be and like my goals for my life. A few things that I really want to focus on this year is to stop asking everyone for their opinions and kind of being able to stand firm and strong in my decision making. I'm all for seeking wise counsel, and I feel like wise counsel is 100% needed, but I feel like you have to get to a point in your adulthood where you're able to trust your own decision making. And I tell people all the time, I'm probably one of the most indecisive people. Like, I don't know why, because like I like to see things from all angles, but like that causes me to be so indecisive. Like, I hate making decisions. Like, but I had to learn that as I'm getting older, like I need to be able to make decisions and be confident in my decision making, and not feel like I need to go ask a million people before I go do something. My spirituality this year is really something that's like really important for me to get in line, because it's like I feel like that kind of got neglected for me in 2025. I'm really trying to make sure that I implement this year for real. Like, I tend to grab my phone first thing in the morning. Like, I'll be the first person to admit. And it's not even because like, oh, like I just want to be on my phone, but sometimes I use my phone as a way to actually wake up, because like it's so weird, because like I'll wake up but like I physically cannot get out of bed, and I just be laying there and I'm falling right back into sleep. So I'm like, okay, let me grab my phone and scroll a little bit, so that way my brain could wake up. Then I'm like, okay, we have to wake up and start the day. But I've noticed that when I'm doing that, that scrolling turns to 30 minutes, turns to an hour, turns to this, turns to that, and then I end up still staying in bed. So it's just like I'm trying to cut that out completely. Like, I don't want to wake up first thing in the morning and I'm grabbing my phone. Okay, what's going on TikTok? What's going on here? What's going on? Like, put it down, because quite honestly, there's nothing going on for that pertains to me anyway, so I don't need to be checking my phone in the first place. So that's one thing that I'm really trying to make sure I just like completely cut out. I need to start my day with a prayer, start my day, just get out of bed and just hit the ground running and just figure it out from there. But I just don't want to be on my phone. Like, I hate when I get my screen time at the end of the week and they're like, oh, you spend 8 hours a day on this phone. I hate that, because there's 24 hours in a day. So 24 hours, 8 of those hours I spent them on my phone. I don't like that. Mentally this year, my mental health is like honestly my top priority. Like, it's always been my top priority, but y'all, like, I mentally last year I was low. Like, I have been low before, but I was low. And honestly, you probably would have never known. Mentally and emotionally this year, you guys, like my biggest priority is to calm down. Because I was here. I mean, here for majority of 2025. And I just want to bring all that down. I want to bring all of that down all the way. I just want to be calm. I want to be regulated. I want my nervous system to be like at ground zero. Like I literally, like how I imagine, like what's that movie, Finding Nemo? And you know when Nemo was like swimming with the sea of turtles, and then the sea turtle was just so calm, he was just so chill, he was like, Nemo, just like relax, like enjoy the ride, you're good. That's how I want to be this year. So in order to hone in on these things and kind of aid in my mental and emotional glow for 2026, I really want to stop like creating more goals and just execute better towards the ones that I do have set in place. Because I'm very big on manifestation, I'm very big on vision boards, I'm big on all the things, but I realize sometimes we make these goals for ourselves not because we're thinking too big, but we don't have like the tools right now to execute said goal. And like you look back at the end of the year, at the end of the month, and it's like, oh well, I didn't do X, Y, and Z, but that's because your execution wasn't good. Like you can't have a goal of this magnitude and your execution level is like here. So I feel like for me, I really just want to sit down and just kind of go through like, okay, like what are the goals that I can, like I know I can execute to a T. Focus on those, and then once we get those out the way, we'll go on to the bigger things. And your goals are constantly gonna change, and that's what I realized last year too. Like I realized like your goals are gonna change according to what season you're in your life. As you get older, the things that you wanted before probably aren't gonna be the things that you wanted, you know, or that you want right now, and that's okay. You have to give yourself the grace to evolve, and the grace to change, and the grace to say it's okay for me to not want this anymore, but I do want this and I'm okay with that, and I don't need anyone else's validation, anyone else's opinion on it, because this is what works best for me. I feel like that's one thing that I'm really focusing on this year, is that like I don't want to do more, I just want to think clearer. Like I want to have a clear mind. I want to be able to create a system that my nervous system feels regulated. I'm not in a frenzy, I'm not frazzled. This year my emotional theme is like regulation over reaction. Like I'm not over explaining myself to people. I'm allowing myself to feel my emotions but not acting on them impulsively. I'm allowing people to misunderstand me, and I'm just letting things be. Like I learned that like emotional maturity, emotional intelligence, emotional resilience oftentimes is silent, and sometimes not everything needs to be said and not everything needs a reaction. And I feel like that also kind of ties into me wanting to be more feminine too, because I'm a pretty independent like woman. Like I just turned 25, and I kind of already have that in my head that like I'm just gonna be one of those girls that just out here doing things on her own, Miss Independent. But I feel like when you take on that persona, it kind of makes you kind of step into more of your masculine energy and not your feminine, and I don't want to be masculine at all. And like sometimes I have to think about like, okay, the version of Jordan that I truly desire to be, how does she show up in the world? How does she handle situations, conflict, you know, things that causes her nervous system to do the opposite of what she wants? How does she handle it? And the person that I truly desire to be is somebody that's just calm and everything. I allow things to happen. I sit, I analyze, then I react, then I respond. But I don't want to just automatically just or just automatically just, you know, say the first thing that's on my mind out of whatever I'm feeling at the moment. Because sometimes when you kind of just sit back and just allow things to settle a little bit, you see things from a different perspective. And as far as just kind of allowing people to just, you know, make up whatever misconception they have of me, whatever, or it's just like not explaining myself, I feel like sometimes in my real life I come off as very cold, reserved, or even like mean. And it's not even that. It's just like I'm very strong on my boundaries, and it's just like I don't feel like I have to like fake my kindness or fake my friendliness, you know. And I feel like that's something that kind of used to bother me, because I'm like, why do people think I'm so cold? Like I'm literally probably one of the nicest people you meet, but it's just like I don't feel like I don't overperform for people. Like I don't go into rooms wanting to rub elbows with everybody because I'm looking for somebody I could get next to that could possibly help bring me up. Like I go into everywhere, every environment, every space 100% being myself, and whatever happens from that that happens. And I feel like I had to really tell myself that like it's okay for people to not get you right. It's okay for people to misunderstand you, because as long as you know who you are, you know the things that you do, the things that you will not do, that's all that matters, quite honestly. You don't have to go out trying to prove that you're something other than what they think, because quite honestly, when people don't know much about you, or if not anything at all, they have no choice but to sit back and make up, you know, misconceptions and make up all these ideas of what they assume that you are. And you just kind of have to let people do that and be at peace with the fact that some of the things aren't really going to align with who you are, and that's okay. As long as you have a strong foundation of who you are and, you know, how you show up in the world, then that's really all that matters. Like, your character and integrity is everything, and I feel like that's the most important thing. So I feel like as long as I have a strong foundation in that and just kind of regulate my emotions in that way, I'll be fine. And like, I just want to be more quiet. Like, I feel like I was just so reactive. Like, y'all, there were so many moments last year, like I crashed out bad. Like like it was really, really bad. And like, I don't want to be a crash out. Like, and I know that's something that's like, I don't want to say glorified, but like, it's so like widely accepted nowadays. Everyone wants to be a crash out, but I do not want to be a crash out. Y'all, like, crashing out is not normal. Like, I know on social media they make it seem like that's the way to go to get your point across. Crashing out is not normal. You should not get to the point where someone is allowed to trigger you that bad that you go off on the deep end. That's not normal. That is somebody that is not emotionally regulated. That is somebody that is easy to flip, and that is somebody that I do not want to identify with. So that's something, out of all my lessons and everything that I've went through last year, that's something that I'm really, really having to learn. Because sometimes, like, I'm not going to say things aren't that deep, because for me, everything is that deep. I don't feel anything on the surface level. Everything is that deep to me, because everything really is that deep. Like, I don't know why people like to act like, you know, you can't have emotions, it's not that big of a deal. It is that big of a deal. It is. And you're not going to make me feel bad for feeling like that is a big deal. However, how I express that is what I want to get better at. I want to get better at expressing my emotions, and not in a way that's like her, but still in a way that's still assertive and straightforward, that I can still get my point across, and that my tone and everything else can still be a bit more welcoming and kinder, you know? Like, I can tell you that I'm upset. I can tell you why that bothered me and why that made me so mad, without my tone, my facial expressions, or my words trying to cut at you and express that. I can simply tell you that with my words and still be calm, because quite honestly, life is so short, and like, I really don't want to carry any type of negative emotions around me, period, at all. Even if something does bother me, even if something that like, something happened that really like kind of stressed me out a little bit, that's just kind of hard for me to shake, I don't want to carry any type of negativity within my atmosphere, within my emotional, like, inside of my nervous system. Because I feel like holding on to things isn't good. Stress literally kills you. Like, life is short. Like, I don't have time. Like, situations are gonna happen in life constantly. That's just life. Like, it's impossible to go through life and it completely not fall into any type of conflict, but it's all in how you choose to handle it. And I feel like if I can't control other people, I can't control situations, I can control one thing, and that's Jordan. Silence is my biggest upgrade. Sometimes saying nothing is really saying everything. So I just need to learn how to shut this mouth and let my silence do the talking, and I will speak when I feel like I'm capable of doing so in a manner that is conducive for everybody involved. Until then, I have to be quiet. I have to get me together, because I can't control what you're gonna do, but I can control me. So physically, for me this year, like, I feel like I'm never not working on the body. Like, I feel like the body is something that I'm always working on, because like, I don't know, I want to age like fine wine. I don't know about y'all, but if I could look 25 forever, I would. Okay, like, get me off a couple more pounds and I'm straight, to be honest. But like, honestly, I feel like for me physically, I want to focus on consistency over aesthetics. And I feel like sometimes, I can only speak for the girls, I don't really know if it's like this for guys, but for girls, we always focus on, oh, I'm gonna go to the gym because I want to lose weight for my birthday. I'm gonna go to the gym because I want a bigger booty, I want a smaller waist, I want smaller arms, I want my back to be skinnier, da, 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 da. We always go we always say we're going to start our workout journeys or our health and fitness journeys when it awards us with a aesthetically pleasing like change. Like, our butt gets bigger, our waist gets smaller, which is nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. But sometimes when you go in with that goal in mind and you don't see the immediate results towards that goal, it kind of like, at least for me, it causes me to not be as consistent because I'm not getting results as fast as I want. Not realizing that things take time. Like, you cannot expect to go to the gym, do 12 squats, and you come out with a BBL booty. Like, that's just not reality, boo. Like, things take time, and I feel like for me, consistency is the biggest thing that I want. Like, I want to fall in love with movement. I want to be able to get to the point where I don't feel right if I have gone an entire day without doing something that caused me to sweat, something that caused me to move my body, like something that caused me to like make myself feel like I pushed myself today and now I could go on with my day. Like, that's the part, like that's what I want. Like, I want to fall in love with fitness. I want to fall in love with the gym. I want to fall in love with staying active, because that's the key to life. Like, your health is everything. I really do feel like your 20s set the foundation for the rest of your life. Like, this isn't the time for you to lollygag, quite honestly. You could lollygag and dilly-dally, but like, you can't do that all the time, because I don't know about you, I don't want to be doing the same thing at 30, 40, 50 years old that I was doing at 25. I would hope and pray to God that my life has improved beyond what I could see or think about right now at those ages. The biggest thing for me is to not solely rely on my motivation, but to just act accordingly to the person that I desire to be. Like, and that's just bottom line, because your motivation is so fleeting. Like, everyone should know that by now. Like, your motivation is not real. Your motivation is not real, because your motivation is going to come and go. You're going to feel motivated at 9 a.m. They're not going to feel motivated again at 2. You're going to feel motivated at 3, but you're not going to feel motivated at 4. Like, your motivation is one of those things that goes up and down. It's like your emotions, but when you're disciplined, it's different. You tell yourself, I don't care how I feel. I know what I'm supposed to do regardless, so I'm going to make sure I get it done. And like, also not like feel like I'm moving my body and working out is a punishment. That should be time that is like joyful, and like, you should be happy that you have the privilege to even get up and go to the gym. Like, there's people out here that don't have that privilege, and quite honestly, there's somebody out here right now in a wheelchair who doesn't have all the things that you have going on right now and is still out here outworking you, putting in that work. So what's your excuse? A person that has all working limbs, an able body, all the things in place, what is your excuse? There's somebody out here that has less than you and they're still putting in 2 times the amount of work than you are. So it's like, you gotta pick and choose, mama. You gotta pick and choose what you want and what matters most to you. So now let's talk about the finances, the coin. The one of the most important parts in my personal glow up for 2026, and I'm sure it's a part of yours too. Like, honestly, I told myself this year I really need to like lock in with my finances. Like, I was pretty okay with my finances towards the end of 2025. I'm not gonna lie, I did lollygag majority of the year, but like towards the end of 2025, that's when I really started to realize, like, okay, it's time for me to like really start thinking about budgeting, where my money is going, what my money is doing for me, and how I can maximize it. I know for me, like, I'm not really like the finance girl. There's still a lot of things that like I'm learning about, like trades and investments and the different accounts that you have to open. But a piece of advice that I did for myself that I feel like everyone should do is open up like certain accounts. So for me personally, I have a primary bank, but then I have like several other accounts with other institutions. So like, I have 2 high yield savings accounts, and if you're not sure what a high yield savings account is, I definitely recommend like googling it. Don't let me be your source, but basically it's an account that you put your money in, and like it gains interest over time, and basically your money grows with you practically doing nothing. So my personal 2 institutions that I have my accounts open with is Marcus Goldman and also American Express, and they just kind of had the best rates at the time for me. So I'm so happy that I finally opened those accounts. And like, honestly, you guys, no lie, had I been a bit more financially literate than I am now, I would have opened up those accounts years ago. Like, in a high yield savings account, I don't care how old you are, 16, 17, 18, whatever, that's an account that I feel like everyone should open. Like, had I known about them a bit sooner, I would have opened those accounts when I was like 18, 19 years old, quite honestly, because Lord knows how much money I could have acquired between now and then. But you live and you learn. So definitely, once once I've opened up my high yield savings accounts, I don't keep my money in my regular checkings and savings accounts like my primary bank. Like my money is there simply for me to move it around, pay my bills, do what I need to do with it. But I have those accounts primarily set up for like my savings, emergency funds, etc. I even have it to the point now to where I have two other like savings slash checkings accounts with my primary bank, and I have it set up that like every 2 weeks, I think it's every week or every 2 weeks, I don't know how I have it set up, but I have like $10 coming out of one account every 2 weeks that goes to one high yield savings account, and then I have $25 that comes out of my account every 2 weeks that goes to my other high yield savings. So I did it like that because now that it's like automatically taken out, I don't have to think about, did I put money in my account this month, did I put money in my account last week? It just kind of comes out automatically. I don't have to think about it, and it does its own thing. I also opened up a Roth IRA. Now the Roth IRA, I'm still trying to figure out what exactly I'm supposed to do with it. Like everyone is screaming, open up a Roth IRA. Like even my therapist told me, Jordan, you should open up a Roth IRA account. Like literally, I'm like, I don't know what to do with it. Like I'm trying to learn, like, okay, I open up the account, but now what? But even with that particular account, I have it set up at like $50 every 2 weeks, or it's like every month, I don't know. It comes out of that account and it just goes, it comes out of one of my main accounts and it just goes to that account automatically. So I don't have to think about it. One of my goals for my Roth IRA, I don't know much about them, but I do know that everyone always says make sure you max it out every single year. So I think this year I'm going to try to make that my goal to kind of get there a little bit, and trying to see like and kind of learn more about that. Like I really want to become financially literate. Like you cannot want to be a boss and you don't know about money. You don't know what money can do for you. You don't know how to make money work for you. And I really want to learn how to make my money work for me. Like my goal is to of course have multiple streams of income. I feel like that's everyone's goal, especially this nowadays. But also like I want to make money in my sleep. Like I want to have passive incomes, be able to have income set up to where like you don't have to like physically labor for it anymore. You don't have to work for it anymore. It kind of just does its own thing and you reap the benefits is my goal. So I'm definitely trying to make sure I stay up on my finances, make sure that I'm reading up on trades and stocks and like what to invest in. I of course have like other small investment accounts. Like I guess you can say my investment portfolio is pretty small. It's probably honestly terrible because I really don't know what I'm doing in that area. But I buy like stocks on Robinhood. I also have Coinbase, and then I also do, what's the other one that I use? Oh, the Acorns app. Now the Acorns app is an app that I do recommend. Now I found out about Acorns when I was like 19 years old. I had a college professor. I love this man. I'll never forget him, Professor Herndon. He's the first one that really kind of poured into me and really emphasized the importance of like having financial literacy. But he told us about this app called Acorns. And with Acorns is basically, like, to sum it up, it's an app that you connected to your primary banking account. So like your Chase, your Bank of America, whatever that you bank with. And it basically takes the change of the money that you spend. So say if you spent like $12.35 at Chipotle, right? They'll take the 35 cents and they'll invest that into the stock market for you. And then on the app, you can decide about like how aggressive you want your investment portfolio to be. And of course, they go based off of a couple other factors like your income, your profession, how much are you willing to sacrifice, etc. But I feel like it's a really good app because it's one of those things also where like you can invest money and build up, you know, a retirement portfolio or extra funds, whatever the case may be, and you don't have to think about it because it just takes it out automatically. All the things I'm telling you guys, make sure you look them up yourself. Definitely like get a pen and paper and write things down. That's what I have to do. But like please, like financially, like y'all, the world is going in so many different directions, and like I really want to make sure like I'm good. Like I don't really care. I'm getting to the point where it's like, okay, I need to like not care about like buying the clothes, buying the bags, buying the this, buying the that. Like all those things are great, and I'm not saying I can't have all that, but I feel like I need to just get my foundation in order first, which I feel like I'm working my way to getting that. Like making sure all my debts are paid off, making sure like everything is in order, because I want to be able to spend, but I want to be able to spend freely, not have the guilt of I just bought this $2,000 bag, but I gotta pay this, I gotta pay that, I gotta pay that. Like I want to be able to do everything with ease and have everything come to me with ease, and not feel like I'm having to choose between enjoying life and constantly having to pay bills. So I'm hoping this year is the year that I really kind of just set the tone of my like life of like how I want to be financially, because y'all, like I'm not trying to be working forever. Like I don't know about you guys, but I am not trying to be clocking in. I am not trying to be getting up and laboring. I want to have peace in knowing that bills are on auto pay, accounts are full and flourishing, and I can do whatever I want whenever I want without having to sacrifice anything because I set myself up financially. So that's my ultimate goal. I don't want to make money my everything, but it is something that means a lot to me because unfortunately money is a tool, and it's one of those tools that is needed in our world. And I feel like when you kind of see money as that, as it's just a tool and I'm just using this so I can have more time and freedom to do the things that I really want to do, you don't make it an idol, but it causes you to kind of work more and work harder towards it, because it's like, I need this tool in order to like unlock this next level, like, and that's just how it is. So socially this year, I realized that like I kind of want to be a bit more open. Like I said it earlier in the video, I could be kind of closed off and reserved, and honestly quiet is kept is really because I am kind of shy. Like I don't know, but I feel like it's partly because I really haven't had the best luck as far as like relationships, romantic and platonic. So it's like I feel like it's kind of caused me to be a bit more quiet into myself, more than I already was. But I really want to make sure I focus on quality friendships and not the quantity of my friendships. Like having a lot of friends, but it's not like quality. And like I just want to find and meet people that like just get me. Like I don't ever really feel like I've met people that just like get me. Like I don't have to be on all the time. I feel like I have to perform. I could just be myself. They don't take the things that I do personally. Like I just want to like almost find my soul tribe, and I don't know if that'll happen this year, but I'm leaving myself open to that. Like I'm very big on protecting my peace and making sure I stay firm on my boundaries, and I feel like that's a good thing, yes, but I don't want it to get to the point where it makes me come off as like I'm just this hard shell. When you've been through so many things, so many betrayals, so many heartaches, like I feel like as far as relationships, my entire life, the entire theme has just been betrayal and heartaches. And I'm not trying to make myself, you know, sound like a victim, because I could definitely take accountability for my own actions, but it gets to a point, you know, it gets to a point. So now I'm just like, you know what, let me just open myself up, because like I feel like if I were to close myself and just kind of shut down from the world, it's gonna give my past way too much credit, and I don't ever want to get to the point where it's like I let my past dictate my future. Like I had my heart broken, whatever the case is, I got over that, but I don't ever want to sit here and say I'm never going to love again, I'm never going to like somebody again because of what happened to me. Like I do feel like I'll find love the same way how I feel like I will find the right people. Well, not find, well, they'll meet me where I am, and I feel like it'll happen in due time, but I first have to do the work by leaving myself to be like more open. Like, and it could be like a Scorpio thing, I don't know, like it's really hard for me to trust people, but like when I do trust people, like I go all in. And I had to learn, honestly, the reason why I get so disappointed so quickly in relationships is because I put expectations on people and they've never once proven to me that they can hold that spot down. Like why am I putting an expectation on you to be this loyal person when you've never proven to me that you can be loyal to me? So when you choose to do the opposite of what I thought you can do in my head, I get disappointed, my feelings get hurt, and I'm sad. Whereas like, why are you sad? This person has never proven to you that they can be loyal. You guys just met. Like you don't know them. A couple months ago you did not know them, so why are you putting such a high expectation on them? Like, which is why I'm telling myself like you just have to like let people be. Let people be. And also for me, that I'm kind of learning too, is that like everyone is not going to get the same version of me. Like I feel like certain people bring out certain sides of you, and everyone is just not going to get the same version of Jordan. They're not going to get the same version of you. And I have to tell myself, just because that is a fact doesn't mean I'm not authentic to who I am. Your personality is so polar. You have so many sides to who you are, so many things that embody that make up who you are. And it's just kind of like sometimes when you get around certain people, you're going to be a bit more outgoing. So some people are going to make you a bit more quiet and recluse. That doesn't mean that's not who you are. It's just simply like different parts of your personality are going to come out more around certain people, and that is okay. You're still authentic to who you are, but you're also honoring the fact that in your life you have people from different backgrounds, you have people from different upbringings, you have people that have experienced things in life in a totally different lens. So it's like, yes, you're not going to be the same way around Sarah that you are around Jessica, and that's okay. I'm just kind of learning to like kind of trust my discernment a bit more, and when I have an inclination about something, like a hunch, to kind of lean into that and not ignore it, because your discernment is there for a reason. That's why we pray to God to give us discernment, and it's going to be foolish for you not to use it. So I don't know, I feel like my authenticity is what's really going to help me with my social circle, and kind of like letting go of my past, because as much as I do enjoy my own company and I do love being by myself, it would be nice to have a friend. It would be nice to have a friend or two or three, like we just get along. Like I love the solo trips, I love the solo trips down, but like there's certain things I'm like, damn, like this would kind of be a lot better if I had somebody here with me. Not saying I'm gonna stop living my life, but like I can admit, as somebody who does things by themselves often, I mean concerts, dinners, out of the country trips, you name it, I would do it by myself. Sometimes you do have those thoughts where it's like it would be nice to have somebody here. Especially, I'm gonna be honest with you, especially when it's time to take your pictures. Like there's nothing worse than when you're out by yourself and you're scanning the crowd trying to see who can I ask could take my photos. And I don't know about you guys, but when a stranger takes your pictures, it's like you can't really do everything that you want to do, because it's like I'm already taking your time. I'm not trying to sit here and be like, okay, well, let's take a picture over here, I want to take a picture over there, I want to take a picture here. Versus when you're with your friends, they just get it. So it's just like, yeah, I would like to have somebody around that we can just have fun and just do the same things that I would like to do, but just do it with somebody else. So I don't know, I'm leaving myself open to that in 2026, because I feel like I've given too much energy to being just this so super guarded person. I don't trust people, I'm strong on my boundaries, and I'm learning that I don't have to announce that. Like I can have boundaries in place, but I don't have to constantly announce them. Like they can just be in place for me, because the boundaries are really just for me. So this is the end of the video, guys, and I hope you guys really enjoy watching, and I truly do hope that 2026 is one of the best years that you can ever have in your life. And as far as you glowing up and self-improving, whatever you want to call it, sometimes the best upgrades happen in silence, and your glow up necessarily isn't always loud. It's one of those things that kind of happen gradually, then you just look up one day and it's like, whoa, I'm a completely different person. So kind of give yourself the grace to become, give yourself the grace to make mistakes, and also understand that life is all about how you handle things and how you bounce back. And if you do not have the ability to bounce back, you're gonna always be kicked down by life, and you do not want to be in that position. Allow 2026 to be the year that you show up and you choose yourself every day. You don't waver on it. You allow yourself to make a conscious choice that no matter what, I'm choosing me, and allow life to just happen. Keep God first. If you are spiritual, remember to always try your best and don't take things personally. Make sure that you're always impeccable with your word, and before you know it, you'll be that person that you truly desire. You want to move with intention because you want to be aligned. You don't want to hustle through life and work hard, then you miss your lesson and you miss it. So embrace those moments where you're probably kind of confused. Embrace those moments when it's quiet. Embrace those moments when it feels like nothing is happening, because the best things happen in silence. I'm telling you, I promise. So I hope you guys enjoy watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.